bosem enaye ana se eye kokobo bi na wo mo de boyen
yo meka se ebetinya kokobo ana nso obetinya ka bibia kire se yanka se gidi se ye security sem asima pa ana nso emu ye de nanso de si na se no eye bibia ka kire se e se tokru bi o ho a e se ye sili ebia ye security sem no omu se yanka se ya de ti se o mind de nanso de si Burkina Faso no. It's a wake-up call to all of us. And we say, yeah, the Nansu, the big Kakra, and say, yeah, do also to ye. And yes, sir, a bit yama say, yeah, done answer your nine without wanting.
Miura, sa empotemu hono. Say, ye hwe eba bibre mu kra, ye beka se Burkina, wane afan bi de, wo mo amamuo no etuo da so. Yan na kamima min kabi no ye de ye adwuma na ye da so an wo mo didwa ties na ebia ye beka se yan kate no na wo mo pese wo mo ehu se ye mre ana se na wo mo pa kira nkasa papa o de baba mbom a wabe mu fa ye ko school na de esi ye no yan sha se mfiri baabi enhwe bibi mfirim
yo me da wa se e bet na ka se de esi no. We can look it from a geopolitical context. As I say, I didn't assume Burkina Faso. But the also no Burkina Faso or West Africa.
Yes.
Now, South West Africa, no, Burkina Faso. Let me say, we cannot cite countries without mentioning Ghana. Ghana, Burkina Faso, Ghana is the northern part of our country.
Yeah.
So, everything I can say, we should not lay the blame at the doorstep of Burkina Faso alone or only. And say these are like many of ourselves, we are doing analysis to say, if the Burkina Faso fauna or more from here, and also say, or maybe Omunia, she also say, you do something to Ghanaians. I found it no, Musa. Now, so I say who said, Nancy from 2015, can say Burkina Faso was the devil we thought, terrorism attacks, and any other government issues. Although I say, that me who say, could it have been more costly till today? I can say, Traore also. All those is Traore by and then I see it. Every say or see Ayonkufa or Nick France of one team on February. So as we are taking currently, many of the things are France here or Burkina Faso, including fighting the jihadists, or or match your move is So now, press about the market share about stop Burkina Faso. Conform fighting so on there. This since I'm talking about geopolitical context, this other countries are more West Africa, especially the Sahel, Ghana, Burkina Faso, then say Niger, other countries so more. This are more do my holding boom. Who say they were other machines and strategic measures we can use to fight this you can say menace and the Bonia. Also, now so the BIOS is here. Who say, do we are in West Africa, Burkina and other countries, they can say at least. I Mali, Niger, Kahuno. Or move for who share ECOWAS, or who say there are underground talks, diplomatic talks are going on. But we are speaking currently. Or more for who say, the foreigner. And now to say, yeah, let's say, I let them say, France, we move to say Burkina Faso start here because the Burkina Faso first start here, no. Emulating with other francophone countries. I bet now must say France and other European countries, no. I have the Ghana, African, especially francophone countries. So what can we do to destabilize this country? To say almost so some and one say, you see, I know me here more view.
Okay.
So, we can say categorically say, now so but a day density, I didn't see what Burkina Faso. Who said Brunidi Kitachu? So a day ding and Sana a bit. So what can we do as Burkina based and as a Ghanaians? And Sana said, a bit near brassy. Only they are send this, as soon as I say, you, what can we do as a nation? And you are this now why you are no.
And you're a dear Nanya say.
Okay, Cecilia, then a bit near I say this strategic recommendation there, free and channel, and the other thing I can say, how is our cross-border intelligence and coordination? Cross-border intelligence and coordination, and to say, so to say the BC of Burkina, I don't say, Obi San Yaman free Ghana, and I'll be 2 points free Ghana, call Burkina Faso, Togo, and Niger, and to say, a bambono to say, Maminua, Omukodi, and not Ghana for Omukodi, Burkina Faso, Omukono, that's our file. Ye, who say, those are the people who give us the grassroots economy. And grassroots economy is the base on which other economy develops. Because Yankasa and this grassroots economy, don't think that's going to a grassroots economy. They say, oh, say, Banchi, oh, say, a bro, tomato, all those are yen, Maminu, Omuko, Towo, other domestically and also say international. Or Muna, it needed to Kakakraba. A few or more school baby, and also say more or Munia by demand, and also say or more school and so Munia by demand. One or Munia Skaka. So if the solid the grassroots is stronger, it means economy, whatever the government will do, it means say economy like I said, it means sorry them. So what you want to say, no, thank you for no, do we actually respect them? Yeah, the boom or more. Guy, the boom or more. When they are traveling, he said their military travel, yet need be escort come, yet need be Nipa Bakupeo, or Koya Bia, yet need the soldier and a police say, on guarding say, or cover. So, yeah, my minimum or Sabas minimum, have we arranged for any escort? And also say, told Danny, how many policemen were in that bus? How many escorts were around them? And so, what I want to say is, we have to, in the immediate, Obinimo can say stop Burkina Faso, whatever, lie. After no, that means there should be intact. The countries in Africa, no, so, yes, we can say, and then the days of Burkina Faso, we should withdraw in the immediate withdraw. Now, say, say, Afibo. So, what can we put in place? So, one we say, young people say, a bus member is at least. Young far police from Sandy. Now, so as some aside, no better Jumano. Yes, I am a minimum soon, or move down, moving as supposed to be hot. Official, I say, I Libya, or move by the free hand, and in say, you will win government, and not to say, your transport form or moving say, when move free at this time. Or move the state will be able to give them some escort, and also say, or would be protection be an unconformity on which that protect them say they be on Mukono, on Mukako, Jim, on Mubanswa, on Sobetia. So now say, Tessiano, how can we do in order to secure our trade corridor? So we can say we have to organize convoy security system for high risk routes. On Namikano, we have to coordinate time movements and military or police escorts when necessary. Yeah, we can't even the person here. So, what about the regional security diplomacy? Tiziano, Ghana, Burkina Faso, and other people. What are we going to do? We must strengthen Ghana's participation in ECOWAS, AU, and UN Sahel initiative. The say, oh, we need to do something. We need to actually form a serious and no staff group. They will group whatever using the modern strategy of combating crimes, not only terrorism, but armed robbery, killing people, stealing with guns and other things. We need to form such serious groups. Say, pin to form calculated panel. Every time we say when they cause so, and the big bad seems so. Yet we was system. Every now from man say, hey, yeah, who say will be attacking bus and do 1 minute. We have that jet that can use just few minutes to arrive at the scene so that they can combat it. It's very important. Yes, we can say the whole West Africa and also Sahel. Yes, we fast boom. I bet you have 3, 4, 5 jets here. or more for that work. That's what you have to go and talk about. Your community now, we need to think exactly and appropriately about how our people must be protected. Because if they are protected, it makes the economy that we are crying about, and also say, yes, me, other things and call you because there was security here. The best number say, a dreaded beer, he said, yes, yes, who said, yes, yes, or bet you, I shall be me. Woman, $1 million for say, call the driver, or so say, uncle. So that should be super and adequate security protection for all and sundry. Only a bit yamma say all those things, a bit yamba pay.
Na yera hovi, ebinom nso nkoma wo mu di ne se adekura ede saa kwantwe ba ye nyina no entosi tomato na wo mo kwakofa aba na enne ebi busa se nti tomato no o my Ghana ye ntime hye yakuafo iden na kwan a bokenafo fa so ya abribia wo munya bie yenso yamfa saa kwan no na yakuafo ebi kura so wo mo nsa nko ano sense yebekwa akoto ye nkwa atwene sa
you so me that was only say eneno the SCL SCO tomatoes for so sa na ebekara now so a moment for us any kind say ya jini say yeah research the nation ya jini say abaya ebu sisiano da ho kama obi ni age now so the SCO Burkina Faso sisiano wa boto krobio mu say any say esisi aton wa jini say wa bodan sufu from now so bibiliki so then I bet and you know what can we do to fill that place and you know so again we come on say let's go into proper agriculture. Let's give some incentive to people who are willing to go into those crop productions. And one person into onion and also say any other things, you know. Let's give them proper incentive. And yes, sir, that they are no better, sir. The better way, and also we are doing this in the proper line. And here, the better way. Now, so yes, me train a better way because a never make what for you fufu. That fufu kind of make them too slow. Then I see the minimum so better. I say, she say, oh, get to this fufu. Obey in Kakra wine. Now so on it tomatoes. Maniko Togo, and also say Maniko Burkina Faso. A room that be to assemble cashier as your here. But because they made tomatoes, that's how we are saying so. Now, look, I China tomatoes we be on Ghana. She said a continent. As if I never go, I feel yeah, they sound for the same and also Togo. Say home we are country bar. So a sample of the because here and stand at that yes. So at a whole the other can say apart from the direct and physical security protection, you may not gadget any other things, you know, we need to create a neighboring environment, my and crop for a more constrained maybe and I say move your school and I say entrepreneurs, you know, and say create the environment in environment enabling environment ma omuaha obi pese o ye capital obeye ndankasa na kunya atwa ye ma se nyama obeto no ni bo beye fukakra tax no be perform kakra e bet na ma se o nko se ni kotu kwaya ko China ko fa because China no ni bo e fu ho and say o China no China no en ko nyese terrorist attack dan so bet ye say plane crash and also say China or fire on the or million. So we have to wake up as a nation. It is true that we will continue bilateral relations and trading. And also, most of the things, as I say, most of the things were a bit now must say, that quentia bonino, and subetinia, abra from Kakra.
Yera hovi, and sana ebeja o nemo wakono. A jedifua, womo efro kai. Womutu kwan etra wo manyimu afutu adebema won eno achi yabambofo nso a womo wo ya ahye so a yeni da won so se womo boban na nso eduba bi a entokuro didem a yenhuni ena afi aman ahodo nso a womo nso ne yen edi afipam a kamma minka bi womo ayi won ho afirim na nso yepese yene womo ebo asema ade beja yen
so Mr. First David kan edwadefo o mu se mo pesimoko I'm a full so called this. And also say from Accra to the northern part or any other place, as I say, one city and not two back. Now you find protection now. Having a star Tasua, as Africa make this film so Muhon, a bit common government, let us say, move peninsula, now more security force, a bit now say, one, they'll get proper security and now some people who may protect you, your in and out. That is one. And now, Ukofuso or more, best can say, your borders, yes, we have a lot of porous border because borders, you will be only approved once. But yeah, now so a whole my young casa is dream because young casa border no, will be brain and pese ye be still look bone because a whole na dream who continue be o Adam Bibia a sumbo wo obi fa koke ana whatever ana chiwa. So a miracle, and yes, a ning say, Nikofo Faho, and also say, and yes, again to meet you. Now, so that is an avenue for making ill money from us, from people. So, you best say, almost say, police for an hour or more about the customs and immigration, or more those in here. Now, so Kakra more they need to do whatever, say, surveillance should be hot, key issues. So, I bet that boy say, we are a big son, or move a good border now. Almost I check it. Oh, yeah, my minimum. Oh, yeah, call grab. Okay, so what are your protective fees? Okay, you bet me your bathroom. When protecting whatever. If those things are not there, actually at the border, there should be a call. You bet me can say, yes, or bus this is here. Oh, yes, so as you're paying, Yema, Nipa Bakwana, Nipa Mimu. And those people should be people who should be armed. Decided. And also we need to have, maybe if possible, there should be cameras on these buses. And anything that my minimum or minimum can be because here. And saying we can be in our office and be monitoring all those things at the same time. Also be this initial office at one time. It can help you to take a hold. Measures as soon as possible. But you see, only the DDR controls our bus directly. I bet now, I say, I didn't shoot on the Kunko full week, and some of the boy money, and some of the forensic audit and not a young panic on Dada. So, whatever I would say, to the government, they should provide those whatever gadgets here said that we are protecting your borders and our traders, it's very important. They have to do that. And the other civilians, who said the B and Uncle Fubi, or Hadi or Bibia. Say something. Don't conform money, other Burkina Faso, and I Ghana. We need to inform people if we see some strange movements and strange people around us. Then catch Sanipan so bet me catch authority be. A bet me up by say, in Kofuba who say, and he say, as terrorists, and I say, our robbers, and whatever. And ye say, a media or so, bet Yama, almost strategy, almost soon, bet changing Kakra, at the moment, so almost changing now. Bet Kokaji or Mahumi, so that can also reduce those violence at the time that we are speaking.
Oh. Yera Hovi said, yes, I mean, Freddy Binka would din one come with the Semensiana Becca, who say, Yenshia. Anka bambo muno abo bia chiawe enwumre ye de wasepa na obre wanyama yen foforo bia ebe foforo ye so de bebo opno
yo mi so mi damase nka mi so na mo dia which ya can say mu ye the best teachers I've ever met because what question no teacher our ye good teacher no or need be sa question dia day now so or sa or crying foforo or three master school for no or mutimi nya answers ma those difficult questions easily.
That say you no bre.
You me so me that one say.
Yera Francis Ahovi, Executive Secretary, Edema Global Security for Africa Research. Eba bambo mu enhwehwemu mapa ebibrim hade. Ukwati no a won na ye barometer no. Wa hwehwemu a eno na de si ewo tetaw. Bokena bra na Ghana adwadifo bi ekofa to market aba. Yenya bi de dokro ne mako. Just hot kenke. Yetwe mako de adi ana ye de light soup no wo makwa kohia wo mo nkwanhia wu a adwanyefo bi ene kofiri wo mo awura abusua ma remfi se ye gina ha nwumire ne ye be nsan na mawo no ye do the two ene ya yontia ye ne saa no Pepsodent wono ena mekanfo ede amawo ye de twi yense na abribia yenu mada ho yetimi aka kasapapa ede asomo ewo sompa no mu na ye ka ne saa no time heba mixture so eka ye ho bi oba pa time na Dr. Tafrija na ayo eye malaria duru no okutayemu ena nwumire yi yede kaseye no ene ne nonsia de nyina etoawo enkwansa koso ama afidire na ha na de ewo ede somo no edoso esene pi yenko
Yenkwa na yetoa so ewo ensem foforo mu ebusua ene se wo hwe nanom kasa ya wonom ekato wo se wo ba de nkantro wa na senwadoa ena woton won tontudro ne na niema asesa emaba miense bi akwakodi enuboni hudwa ama enam so ene police for ya wonom ewo Ashanti South wo munsa sompa echi ama enam so wonom afren sentrefo hyiemu wabra na sompa kasefo ekopie mu ewa ase no ena DCOP Joseph Nyaba wono ena ye Ashanti South Regional Police Commander bra na wo kasa ne nchechemu ya wode maye ekwan ya wo fa so wonya asa enuboni wesei ya ebinom eye trauma don ne tapentan ene ahyen kura na ekita sa enuboni no ene sene ho niema ene nsem ne kosiye no yentie mu amanebo ene emu nchechemu ya wode maye
14 February 2026, whilst investigations was underway, the said owner of the drugs, together with 3 others, namely Diana Mensah 40, Abna Neya 43 years, and Nanekria 35 years, showed up at the same Chopiasi with a cash of 50,000 Ghana cedis to grease the palms of the police. The police took the money and immediately arrested suspect Perpetua and her 3 friends for further investigation. The cash of 50,000 Ghana cedis is also retained for evidential purposes. Meanwhile, the suspects will be put before court today, Monday, 16 February 2026, on a provision under the Public Health Act 2012 Act 851, prohibited sale of drugs, herbal medicinal products, cosmetics, medical devices, and other household chemical substances. The Ashanti South Regional Police Command is hereby reiterating its warning to criminals to avoid the jurisdiction in the course of perpetrating their nefarious state.
Abusia enchechemu ni nyina no ena DCOP Nyaba Joseph na wode maye no na wo kyerese na no ada February bosomida na toso dumiensa no na eyeda fiada ena wonum enya ntiye wabra anoma bi ebobo hwemagu wo masom se ehye bi ye no eye o ekia eye grand bed ni bi no ade a ewo ayamfre ene dunkwa kwantempo no so ewo mfifi mantem na esunu bone ampani apomo kohwe no na tapentan wonom abobo ne packs ne bese aduonum watwe 58 packs afenso trauma don so no wo mo no amakomako besa hanu aduonum enso 257 packs na wo so wonom aye na wo mo bisa eya brant ya wo ye hyenkani no ye friend Joseph Nkroma no ena wo chese bo wono de wo so nkra wo no enya ade a wono na eye bibie na emaba wa bi ya ba ko ye friend Perpetua ba ko so ye friend Dina ena ba ko so ye friend no Abna ne ya saa na akua eka ho bi se enipa miensa wenom ena wonom kabo mu achese wo mu no na wo mu ba begye saa enuboni wesei na wo kyese wo mu duru ayatwa piase barrier ho no na no mu ba begye nto mu kye ne saa no ena mu se ne driver frenai no ma megya mpane apo mu ba ya womo sa be bribe police for no 50,000 Ghana cedis enom se a na nanse ye rayo honu eba police for abaso ye promotion no ye de enya bi enya na nti womo anji sika ne no enom de aye adanse womo kyese ne wonom ede womo ekwa kogina mra no na wo kyese wo hwe Public Health Act 2012 at 851 no a edo ebrase obi di no bone hudwa anasa wo ton cosmetics anasa ade bi ede ye ho wo bra na amamra no ema ho kwenti no waso wo mode ombe gina mra na se ne amamra ne sitie no wode ho entansa ene ho asotwe no etimi ede abo wonum sem no emu enkyiremu etofu abone yenkwa yanim ewo ensem foforo mu
odumja adwumakuo ne nkrabata ewepue mantemu wo mode abetu dwase enye no krese tanka bi ye fuel tanka bi eko explode ye ewo kwan finfin ewo epue mantemu kwan no eso na wose nokure wa asem ni mu ene se niema tanka no epeja ne se nya akwanhia no ena wo manfo se de da yehunu wo Ghana ha no wo mo so a gallons ne niema se wo mo kwa akotwe fango no a esen na enya akwanhia no wo mo kotwe fango ni bi edi afiri mu enti no ne kofa eja no ma tanka no eja to mu ede sare hosem ne ba ye nipa miensa eto ananom ewo ensie do na Eastern Regional Fire Officer ACFO1 Timothy Osafo Afum wono ne nsemtwofo edi nkomo ene wo kiremu eseye kasai enipa enson ena eda apoema ntemu aya asabia ya womoda so eja ehwe wonam sa akwanya weso ebokoko sign the adesrade eto manfo nyina enim se sa de na aka bi kwanya akwanhia ne atwe gallons ne bottles akwakosi wo se ye twe fango ni binom wo se yade bia eha adwene pa woni yama ne boni kwabene nyako edi nkomo
well try say anka wobetu tanka no ho na wanya kwan ma petrol number bi ntini aso ekoton enu no na ede ijano ebai nti ijano ko bai no nipa basa eto ho no ma cars ehihyewe na motorcycles enso ehihyewe na nipa wotoi enwa epepa no na ye bunu 15 honum na no oboni beka say mubon de retreat room and we discharge room we be imubu eba akofodua ha regional hospital wogusu eja ayawhwe emu dunu basa ejemu wonka atiasefo bio it is see am no kasa yi nipa beson in the hospital wa eja ayawhwe aye na se tanka etofema impembe brenu no bia fa bucket anase gallons ni akoso ni akoton enu enyamra ewo kwanda ebumraso enti se tanka tofema ne papa mu se anko bia ebetwene ho
Apueye Mantemu Fire Officer ACFO1 Timothy Osafo Afum woni yama ne boni kwabene nyako ene di sankomo yi
ene abusua yenya free Apueye Mantemu ameyentinsi emfimfini Mantemu ereka na no maboboa no na Cape Coast Central Region capital ho ana wo mo se no kwasem ne ho ya ahenkro mamfimfini Mantemu nanso edan bi si ho a enomu na offices ahodo Ghana Education Service, Ghana Immigration Service, and department, Ghana News Agency, Audit Service, Krano, or Mojuma, a Honewo, Nanso, Dano Yabu, not move for 2016 crowd, Womokase, Womo a Timnim Frim, now I'm here to rent and bet miaba. Free 2016 basis, I be Womodas Mojuma. Na Sebio Senka, Womo a Timnum Kwan, Emperor Womon Quadia, and Ka Womosa Timum for Kukus, Womonkasa. Nanso, baby adanisi no amanfo fie ben ho se buagu na koye implosion na nka wo mo etem no nko ana wo mo yam anka ha dwene na bia na koye explosion na ateko akire ama wo mo awodan be ho nso akwa won enna timamufo se wo mo aka na mpanimfo ntia wo mo kan bia na mampani nti wote a wotu ho na montem
me pacho edan we disease ya de bia my problem ankasa yeti hazisi a obi won say edan ni bi ebu atofo da bi kwa ebobi ka ebe ponsuso nti ade cha de say edan na hodin ba na eden eba fo yes rempen for say omuncho omuni embe hwe Cape Coast
in the like obubu no ni lubu here renovation nkofutum bo anyhow light is in nyim na nti am nkofutu obi asora na wabese edan mo baby anyo obo ho light nti ama obi anama like obi mponye ne girlfriend otum obese mo have na yeah mangese mezimenyo bebe
eno na timamufo no wo mo ka ho asem we goko sutam afie na wo mo sisi ye ne bia de offices no eno na ade hye wo Cape Coast wo mo kasa ho
ye free Cape Coast ne yemu yantaba mu se okode bresia mo afie ne nkyeremu wankrampopuni mantam asenum nando jolu eho ene yakwa akopie eho ena aba beto dwa se eye trailer driver bi ene ye nansan ya da ne hyen ya wotue no eye pedestrian footbridge a wonum enam so no wode akwa woso no ama ye kasai achia ama empanyimfo aso ne pechi aso ye ya wonu hwe akwan ne akwantempo ho nsem so ede sababa betudwa wabra wo friends entrefo nhyiemu amma panyipa ya wono edankita hodie so ewo aso ye ho yewura Niza Ahmed Yate bra wo kasa no ede wode tudwa se abrantie no wonum ensa so ne pechi yo mode na ma policefo na nyesa wonum ese na na se wo se ade no machi na akwa na bia o magya na manekọ wasim pepi na no ya na a driver fo ni bi wo ho a wo bu wani egu eniema so baabi ani kwan sɛ wɔfa krampo na no wɔkɔ akɔfa wɔ baabi a ani kwan sɛ bia wɔnam krampo na no wɔnante ɔno ɛna wɔkyerɛ sɛ ayɛ saa ma anam so enipa dodoɔ na ɛna ahyɛn ahodoɔ yɛ a wɔnom atwie no wɔde asɛsɛe aban agyapadeɛ yɛ no ɛyɛ temamufoɔ ɛna di ho mfasoɔ ɛno nti no wɔnom kyerɛ sɛ wɔma yɛ estimate ɛde afaford bridge no yɛ a wɔsɛ yɛ no sɛ wɔn de bɛsiesie no na wɔkyerɛ sɛ 2.5 million Ghana cedis ɛna ɔno wɔhwɛ a wɔbɛtumi atua nyɛ saa deɛ a omo de mekwa akoto kokomo ama adwumaden ya esefata no wasan aye ede atoa so yenkonkotie Raniza Ahmed ensemu a wode to dwabra na wone nsentwerefo ebo nsemi ho nkomo.
So what we've done is that we've placed the bridge under some kind of control using the temporary reflection. So if you go there now, you will notice that we have warning signals. We've installed it at both the pedestrian walkway and also where motorists can see it. And so it can be used but under some restrictions. But as I said, we are taking steps to start once we know the extent of damage and we have the full cost of repair. We are taking steps to move in as soon as possible to start the maintenance work. And so we would like to caution the public on using the bridge. If we have alternatives, we will advise that we use the alternative route.
Ebusia nipa wakasa ye wono ena wode wani kiremu ewa asua ya wonom hwe ya kwan ene ya kwantempon so a akache ya wonom ehwe nkitahode so no wono ne bano deni na asemu a waka ye no wasade kokobo eto aso ye Raniza ne kokobo nyina ne se wonom eyuzu eye North Jowulu footbridge no wonom nya hwe ye pass en case se wonom namofa anase wom nam so anase nchempo a wonom ema wom ani emrom ho se be ya wo ha bia emfa eye atoywenchemu a eno ebro so emfa ma esanse se ne niema asia ye wo ho no kire se enya ade a eye se enkofo ne nam ho basa esanse ye ka se wo se adwuma ekoso wo nti no obia enhwe ne ho ye.
Enkrata bi efri Enkramantam Regional Coordinating Council eye GARCC fo akache aba na enkrata no de da so no eye ensemu a na wotwa etwa mu na edi ahim ewo abefo nkrato bi ahodo no eso a na ekuo bi ekiremu ese Enkramantam soafo Linda Oklu esese yetimi calling to order sanse womo eye demolition exercise ne hyehyɛ bi sɛ de be ya billboards ahodo bi ya NCCC mia ya esese esie no won be hwe no won be yi ni nyina edi afri ho na sa headline no a ebaaye no call Linda Oklu to order over selective billboard demolitions womo Sunday sa ensem no womo anu yie na Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council edi abani won krata ni mu ena mebebo soe wo se womo pese ekuo no womo ehunu ni yie se womo tetetete ensem a womo de aba edi afa saa asemi ehu na de ba ko womo pese womo hye ne nso ene se Enkramantam so afọ Linda Oklu enye wono ne sanction saa enkrata no ena enye Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council for so ena edisa project no anim womo se saa exercise we a womo ka se womo ba abaye no eya asweye ehye kronkuma empontuo ahinsie ena fei nyamesom ensemsem eso womo ne de saa enkrata ne di kan ba ya womo edi anim dendenden e wo saa project no mu uye no edi free ho no mu a womo ahye that technical committee bia womo be hye se anamon a eye ministry ni pese womo tu no womo de be ya adwuma enti no womo nam saa enkrata no so hye mensi ene kropon assemblies ahodo no emu se womo de ya mandate womo keke se baabi a wo no make sure se wo bi mfa signboard bi ana billboard bi ensesesi ho no obi mfa ma mesi enti metropolitan municipal ne district assemblies ne de womo no eye order womo anya ede free local government ministries no ho enye womo ne sanction saa project no enti one person womo ka kire saa ekuo no a womo ede nkrata ne ba ekuo ne de edin e ba ya ne AAG na AAG no womo anse da nkyeremu wo saa nkrata mu full meaning no enso womo a womo de ba okay yes Advertising Association of Ghana for womo na di kan ede saa warning ne ba ye enti we ko ede amamo say enye regional minister ena esanction saa order no efree Ministry of Local Government for ho na mom no won pese wo mote ase se saa na moya e wo mu etu ye no kra no eye Advertising Association of Ghana for no ye frɛ wo mo betena meeting ni mu no wo mo representatives wo committee no so a wo mo edi saa nkomo enye wo mo nko a empenifo ahudo bi a ekebie wo mu no wo mo nyina be represent ye e wo technical committee no eso enti mo won yie pa se enko wiase no wo mo edi saa order ne ba ye se wo mo kanche regional minister se wo mo adaworoma wo mo calling it to order enkrate ya wo mo edi ba ye Owura Yere Lillian Baker wo ye chief director wo Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council honom ono ena nensa ehye saa nkrate yase a wo madani akire ede ama Advertising Association of Ghana for so say wo mo anyibi
ene krata no enya Advertising Association of Ghana agefo nko a ena ema wo mo bie nemom akyerɛkyerɛfo a wo mo atifi mantam musrim a ye fa wo mo adwuma 2023 ho ena wo mo nso akyerɛ krata ne bi ama Yewura Ali and of John waso salete no ono ne soafo a wo hwe sremanti findo na wo mo se bi wankasa ti ho ayeyi ayibone de nti a wo mo kasa ne se bra aban NDC aban ne ma ye toso mienu wo ba yi no wo mo tete ne se wo se wa revocate ebinum appointment titru wo ma ye fa wo mo adwuma bra na ya to aba wie 7 December 2024 for no saafo ni nyina wo mo ayi wo mo e de afiri akatua nwoma no wesanse wo mo na se ye sheda na de bibi hankra bia ba be hye wo mo kon e na hyechefo ese wo mo 2023 e na ye fa wo mo adwuma mo adwuma ne de wo mo ayopa na srem honko akura no nipa be se ahanu adunum e na wo mu na wo ba oman mu nso a nipa bura henan e na wo mo nyina asemi e fa won ho a wo ye adwuma be se bosome adunum na so wo mu hu kapre.
Currently, we are here at the regional minister place to submit a petition to him concerning about our unpaid salary since 2020. Since 25 months now, we've been working no salary, and the situation is not good for us at all because our lives as now is at stake. Our borrowers, our learners are attacking us for their repayment.
Letters as well. So we have been teaching far long, even more than a year before he even assumed office as the regional education director, and by then he was the district director for Sanargu, and he also signed on our documents, our IPPD forms, for them to process our salaries. So if he is saying it is fake, why did he sign those documents for them to sign to process our salaries? Because SOMPA.
Eri achachafo bia ye fa wo ma adwumam 2023 na wo ma ye adwuma be se bosome no adununum a wo ye wo ma adwuma wo sremanti findo ena de wo ma konsema kwato Yewura Ali Adolf John no the regional minister nanimu
afe yemremwen ewo omeya tentene ne esoafo ya brekrona no wasai eye aban lawyer ni metre Chief Justice Paul Bafoboni ono so na kache panyi de afutuo akọ ede ama desuafo bi a wonom so eja desua ewo emranim adwumadie no emu na waka kire won se adwumadie no ya opese wode won ho hyem no ehia ma se wonom enya ahofama etu ho ache ena afenso akokoduro na eno achi no wase wonom hwema no kredie ena afenso no eye discipline asa ahohyeso enya kyekye kwan emfama wonom se be ya dwumadie ya wopese wode won ho ekirem wo mu no ebetimi akwakowie wonom ye se be ya won dache no ebetimi ayefe na emranim adwuma no opese obeboa ema ne CPA sita no eno so etimi abemu ede amaye nyina na nsem wese nyina da wode tudwa wabra wokogina adwumadie bia na ekoso mechira 2025-2026 academic year induction ceremony bi ya jase na wo ye ede ama wona wopese wosua emranim adwuma ewo Ghana School of Law ya eye Kumasi campus no ewo eno okogina se a na wonom ebo enipa bese ahasa edioso ensia 376 students ya wonom so afa na wonom awuram foforo no induction ceremony no ena na ekoso enam so wode sa ensem wese etudwa wo kire se dwumadie ne ye dwumadie bi a wo fa na kire se wo ye adwuma ede amanyankopon esanse Kristo bewu edema adasa esanse adasa nya ne ho fa sobdie nti no enipa eye nyankopon kuma aloyafo ne ajagefo etoda bia wonom twitwa edeje wonom adofo ene wonom clients ahodo na wachese ne nyina no eye nyamesom ne bi nti no se wonom asinkete aboaboso se adwuma no enom beye dia ade ehia baako nokre wono fa mo wasene no ma nokra botire no so ensa wonom tekyerema so na wo se wo ye ne sa bia no wondwumedie no sane wo sirihwe no sa pepepe na ebetimi akoso wode ne kasa no ebe wieye no na wo kire se General Legal Council no so no won hwe so obetimi aboa wonom a wonom ebe mo foforo no mekire eye ba no wo mo wura mo foforo omranim adwuma so obi anya ntete ye wie na afenso wo wura dwumedie no no wo se mo bia de sesempanyimfo no wotimi edema won afa na wo hya ase no won fa mo wonum esanse ni wo no ebo aya na ekotirim san so na mpanyisa ya na kwa mabunu die mu nte no so oboa mabunu ne saa no anasa wonum ni ho a obetimi aba besom amagana yamra ho nsensem no bibia etimi akoye wei ene ensem kakra ya Chief Justice Paul Bafobone ne wode ato eye wona wo sua emra edwumedie no animu ayede mu amane bobi echi ebomo
Hot bites kasi bona wasungu so awutie SOMPA 106.5 FM across so enie wo ensemfofro emuno sofo ya wo hensase ene wo bo ade ene pa wo de adomo mai eyonunyafo Emmanuel ama Kofibua na wo bo amane se wo mu enyano ntie nansen mu se aban sase bebre wo ho no mo ene ye twitwa bi ton na omanfo bi so efa bie de enema ense esisi so a sa public lands ni nyina sa be ya wo betimi abo ho banti wo mo hyeda ete abedwakuo bi a wo no so afo na be de akire ena na eda sa committee no ano na wo se ye kasai applications ahodo be ye empem wotwe oha ne aduosia 8160 en wo matimi anya hwehwemu e wo mantem ensia ne nyina emu na wo mo hyehye sa enkrata no emu wo mahu se aban sase ne de dodo no a wo ho no mu a omanfo afa ede eye ne wo mo pe na wo se efri sabre ede kono wo mbehye transactions ahodo nyina ededa da sansa ase no ho de esese wo mo hye no wo mbo ho ban no wo mbehye atusa na mo no yentie no wabra na woni amane boni opon chichiku edi nkomoyi.
The review and the enormity of this work across the length and breadth of this country and the 16 regions. The recommendations were sent to Cabinet for consideration, His Excellency and Cabinet Ministers. Thorough review of that work was done, and I'm pleased to announce that the Cabinet approved those recommendations with certain key directives and directed it with immediate that we implement those recommendations with additional directives immediately. In the course of this work, the committee reviewed a total of 8,160 lease applications executed or initiated across all 16 regions in Ghana. These applications comprise 4,176 direct allocation, land allocation, 2,799 regularizations for the purposes of the public. Regularization in this sense means people who normally go and acquire land through all sorts of different means, through chiefs, through other people, and later find out those lands are public land, have to regularize. These were 2,799. 19.
Enuachi enwadi tu just say sa abedweko ya wo mote yese wo monye sa adwuma no wo mo recommendations a wo mo de ba ye nsusue ya wo mo tenase niam wo mo hwehwehweye ne wo mo anya no wo mbekwa akodan ne nyina ede ama omei emrahye bedwa no se de be ya wo mbetimi ahye cabinet fo betimi ahye na approval bi wo ho no ma wo mo aye na sa recommendations no wo mo de aye adwuma.
It is not for some valuator to arbitrarily tell us how much the price of land is. It has already been predetermined. It's in the public domain. That is how this systems we are putting in place will safeguard public lands in the country and ensure value for money. This establishment of public land protection tax during this transition and reform implementation period, the ministry in collaboration with the Lands Commission will establish a public land protection task force to safeguard public lands affected by this exercise. The framework of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, the Lands Commission Act Act 767, the Land Act 1036, and all applicable criminal laws relating to trespass, unlawful entry, and illegal development. The task force will comprise Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Ministry of Works and Housing, Water Resources, Lands Commission, Ghana Police and other security agencies, a selected private sector partner. The mandate of the task force will include
Onyonyafo Emmanuel ama Kofibua Lands Minister ena yete ninken opon chicheku ena de amane boyi ebae.
Na time heba Mr. Enwumre bomodin se obenya bia nonom ebi se opunu so a eboa pa malaria duro entontom no nso de ye wadwa ye wo ye fie nko ade da asebo ebi wo ye fie enhaban fufufu ye mfikyire yi ene wo mo nete eno na anopheles no eka wa no wanya malaria ebia na wo de no eye honam yaw ana wonum na ato ontimi ne dia time heba mixture ene wo aduro wi a echechi no ade aka ho eba ne sa de te se de wo akuma wo no watwa ne ti de aka ye homa 0244 417669 ba bia to nro no enye na ahyeta ho a wonsa eka bie na yeto akase na mawo a medu wura asame jamfi esquire na boboa no good board wo mo ho na krata efiriba na wono mo de atoso se animu ye no wo ma suspend wo mo a eto sikawoko gold ni bi enam reforms bi a wo mo yo ne mra bi a opese etimi ye adwuma na ye adwuma ye nti na eno na good board abo amane se wo mo a na wo mo ye tia 1 tier 2 applicants no wo mo esei wo mo guso eye wo mo ho ede no ho ntotoye eno achi kwan a wo mo a ewo sikawoko eto nsa homa ho nyina nso no wo mbetimi de emra no se de etie aye adwuma afi akontabuo frenchem nso ebetimi abam na ensakremu a wo mo yo se de beye na yesikawoko dwadie no ebetimi ne abrochire de nyina apem atipen beko a yemfa nko bra yatu ni saa yenya ho hwe ne mo ye bedada so no eno ho nhyehyei ye wo se wo mo digu apono so ne sa ho nti ena wo mo atwe wo mo dwumadie ni bi asensen na nso ni nyina mu no embenimfo de atoso se wo a wadi kan kura de application aba beto ho wo de koso anatenase wo mo ye ho adwuma na ewia afoforo bi aka akire no wo besan so abia kwampono na to ho na wo bebo ho amane ye se de sompa boso yi ama Ghana fo nyina nso aso ate wo se wo mo san wo hwene so se gold board so wo beboa ama sikawoko eho dwumadie ni dwadie ene se ye di firi man mu akwa amanone emfa so wo se yinya wo ho na eho akontabuo frenchem a emuda ho awia bom ena wo maye krado se wo mo de beso mo man yi yewura sami jamfi esquire wo no ena kratai nensa ehase a ye boso bi ede amayetiefo a wo mutie sompa 106.5 FM Accra
na yanko onimonyamfo Samuel okujeto abrakwa wono ene yendof tom na shebedwani brekro na no yene amanfofro ensem ho esoafo eno no wode ensem atudwa echese wo hwe Addis Ababa ye no eye Ethiopia kropon no a Ghana mampanyi Rajon Dramani Mahama ehye dwumadie biase ni nyina ne se atena kase bia wo ye se wo tere ewo ho se be ya Ghana nso yene ebibrem ha se nom ene Ethiopia man no yen kaseto no emu betimi ayire pampe no eho dwumadie no sika ya na ewo se wrem no na eye $7.5 million na so no wo kyerese esanse niema bo ewru kwosoro ninte no amaka ni bi aba betoso ye ne akwakoja $9.8 million na wo kyerese ye Rajon Dramani Mahama eniema wo ye wese ni nyina ni sika na ye boso ni nyina no enye se bia ye tam Ghana sika ne de akowrem akwa ne mom wo kyerese mfasode ya ebefri mu aba no ebe doso e de achensa aka no a ene ye boro egu ho no ye nkonkotie ensem se de ye rabrakwa osi e de tuja.
President Mahama did not hesitate at all. He said, okay, let's go see what is happening. He arrived here and said, this is a beautiful project that should not all. And Ghana is not going to leave Ethiopia. Ghana would not leave the African Union. This should be a priority project. Why has it stopped? And immediately he called the Honorable Minister of Finance in our presence of the embassy, presence of the contractor. The contractor will confirm that and instructed that all outstanding payments should be made and that the contractor tend to site and this project should be finished. He wants that at the next attendance, the AU summit, he wants to commission this before he leaves Addis Ababa. And because of the long hiatus, the project had to be revalued. The contractor put in a request for variation, but President Mahama remained committed to this. So this project started at $7.5 million, but because of the lull and the long period, inflation certainly, we had to accept the contractor's variation. Consultant also, Mr. Swatson, did a great job. Advisors were seen twice, and so the project is now valued at $9.8 million.
Penyipa ya wono mrashebedwem ogiremu edema North Tonga batu mpesua sofo ya wasan eye soafo ya wohwe ne amanfofro enkita hundie ene ho nsem so yewra samo kujeto abrakwana no disem ene tweguye
kane aban akrachefo mensin assemblies ahodo no penifo na ededa no MMDCs bia wo mo akoma ho megie mu sesei no wo mo atikuo na ekuo no wo mo atro nkrata tenten e de akoma omampani John Dramani Mahama se adaworoma end of service benefits se womo ababesuma wia kwanko Jessica no womo ntimi emboaboa no ne yemfa ema womo enkrata ya womo de baye ene date ne da so na womo se ahokire a womo namu beye afe ani akire ni no yade bi se ano oden na ne wode ne nsa ehye enkrata na se eye ononyamfo Leo Nelson Ajidoga wono na kane no woye MC ewo Akachi South na wochire mu ese eye omo yie pass enkrata enko direct Jubilee House ho na omampani ankasa enkonko kanensa na owankinkan bi na wose eye wo mo paase afimpinu ni edunso 2017 wabra na NPP aban no ebefa akonwa no edi suo no womo ana womo ye MMDCs ewo mahama apenso no nyina no aban foforo NPP fo ba ye pe ene etua womo nyina aka sade akwakoye eyi amanyosem enti wo ye MC wo ye DC na bia waban eso wia na chese wo na ese okope ba bitina enti wo mo ye yi wo mo nyina di no ye tua wo mo kama wo mo koye enso NDC aban yi ba ye free 2025 no besi ene no wo mo sanka kapre bosome ba akode ye kura wo mo sanka ye na afe bosome dumienu na wo bia wo ye MC na esesi a wonyanya adwuma ne bienu ede no wo mo expect se nipa kro no wo bedie na wonye bi nso ede ahye na busuafo enti enkrata yi no wo mo se Ministry of Local Government for Chieftains and Religious Affairs wo mo to be ede amane wo Chief of Staff tiemu biye na manento o mampani John Dramani Mahama se ahokira former MMDCs no wo mo namunie enti wontie se de beya wo betimi ahye na se sika no wo metua ede ama wo mo
ene sika no se wo betua de ama wo mo no eno de yeni edi akire pa na yasonso de da fom etomu a yebebo so mo sampa aba na yenko mfimfini mantemu mrasa badwani a wono na wosan ye soafo abadi akire a wo hwe enwuma adansie na afi ensu ahonsam so wono a na yemrasa badwani ma awutu Senya West constituency Honorable Gazela Tete Agbotui wono na wode aso akwa fom na 6 units classroom blocks wo kwa kosi di amawon eno so anso ho wasan so de school nkonwa de ebo ho ntai bia wo mutimi tena so miensa ne nan eno so wode mako apem ene edo wotwe ene de akwa akoma won na wode koe no wone kwa de madi nkomo so we de monka na sompafo wo monka na parents no kura nte se de chini ya ban yi ba ye no enam mpini assembly so wo mayeni.
The hardware, as I call it, hardcore projects are infrastructure, any idea, right? And then the software is the skills training, and other to make sure we are complementing the hardware and the software together. Because boom. It's over the past 1 year, 2 months. In fact, here we are election, resting. We continue working there because problems are also. This is the first time that a member of parliament has been able to go consecutively 2 times. And strategically, we try to make sure that we cover as many grounds as possible. And then we have done we've seen to education, cutting sword for 6 classroom block. Akrampa. Now Akrampa is a growing community just beside Awutu. Now we have only one main government public school and congestion. Just as it is in other schools, so congestion. Cutting sword for a 6 classroom block given to us by a benefactor. Now make sure that by end of the year, I ready so that some of the students can.
Any swafo abedi akira wo hwe enwuma adanse ni nsu ahonsam so a wonne mrase badwani ma wutu Senya West adehye no Honorable Gazela Tete Agbotui na ne DC yewura Kalala Nyameche Egan wono nso edibika ho
we can buy 1880 pieces 1880 pieces so far now we can fresh program day back to school because research research been a research no about say of the school going age omuko school mu yan kunbia no month na so and intina monko school no say who say it's kunbia no yeshemu ma the Abuana Colano Alco School. It's in a name is one of the back to school projects. ACNS so as a district assembly in collaboration with the member of parliament. In the coming days, every SHS within the district.
Area na bia one mo dia swap kobo form no awutu akrampa wo hena wo ho nan kodwo ya mo a wono nso da so ase ne wo kire se contractor na wo mo de adwuma so ne nsa no won ma ne na mo ne to nya ne ntem
ya baka ne se ya da omo ase ya maame MP ene NDC ya da omo ase omo aboafo nyina se ya hwe ya papa na Yesu ade ko de a na wo ya ne boafo bia na se wo ya MP de a e wo sa won so ma Yesu ade ho no edom eno nti we ma ya hu se de ya papa kan na omo nyina de ye adwuma eno nti etotosre contractor akansem se ebi abosuma sia abosuma kron ba yini se fi ho omo ye adwuma ma ye because ya hwe ya maame omo ba kat so a cheap compound na since o ya nsam bebre o ya nsam o ya na meko ginam nsam bebre aba ho because omo ma contractor from omo ye adwuma na omo ma
eno nan kodwo ya mo a wono ena ye akrampa di kuro wona ate se one kwakwa de ma ekasai
Yankwa na yafi ani nkyeremu ewo Doma West na apomuden panyipa ya wono etua no ewo mpotem Yera Daniel Owusu Amponsa wone Doma West District Hospital no empanyimfo anya keseto ewo dwumadie bi ya wose wo bɔ ho dawro ni nyina ne se be ya apomuden ho nsɛm ewo adehia ya mo mpotem no bibia betimi akoye dia mom ni titru ene apemfo no eno ho dwumadie na wo de no nti no wose district food demonstration dwumadie ya wode asi wani so no na da wo dwumadie wo bɔ dawro de afa yankasa de wo no ene e buy Ghana eat Ghana yankasa ne pa ya ewo my Ghana ma se yenua ne ye wo se ye de no no na wo kyese wo bɔ ho dawro se be ya wo bia so ene betimi aka ho no wadi na se be ya wo mpomuden ho nsɛm bibia akoye dia ma wo mu wo dwumadie no ase no yewura yi ekasa ye yentie Yera Amponsa ensama hodo bi a wode atudwa
afi ibu afi no mu ye pe krata mu ibu se dawe ewo apefu grade na osha mono manta yimu na Doma West ye ni first na betoso na hwe na papa se ohwe asase belia na popon de abu se maka se ode nsuso ama eto mfisi kra eto bi free eso emount kumre emre ko nsuso ani na sifo etwa ye ho ahia na yenua no mama mafafu na nyimi ntabe eno ediasi grade na enale popon enti minimum powerful management members idea you buy say you to promote aduane ahedi say yema menoma omo approve any omo no fu ehu nipa ewo yemansi mu aduane ahodo aduane ye papa aduane ahodi bom yema omo na omo chance edini
Ne kasa no ampem wada wo site to aso etrese adehiade de pina no na wo hia empempen ya wo mo e wo wondwumadie mu wo trese Doma West no enkran kwanta ene wo nkropon na eto da bia sane ayasabia ye wo ho ya wo di dwuma ede aboa no wonom eho fa wonom e wo apemfo ensem no eya na enye nika opemfo beba obehu se mojarie yade ya adoso e wo ma fente no na e wo se wonom wo abra wonom ebre enso ye eba ne sa wonom hia incubators ya omode mofra no ebetimi atom se be ya wo ho be ye hye no ho be ye den na watimi esade wo mo ahye wonom awofo nsa na so no wo kire se sa ne mani nyina da no abo wonom te se de abo kokodwonso abo ne nti no wo kire se to sa na ya agese wo mu do mo sa tena ekemu ekọ Doma West District Hospital anase bedfufre basa wanhwe ya na yankwankote asempa eno so ho kasebo enie
District Hospital ye nyanoma omo friko de boa ye Western North for ena ye ya kasa ye ho no bibi a ye friend incubator ye bibi incubator no ene se oba bia ko efofura it take 9 months and son na ebi wo ba bibi nti emojawe bi eka ho nti sa 9 months no emso enti ekobasa wo ba ye pai ma me no na yi abufra no na am se wa nyini yi ewo ma me ne ye wo nti no yes ye no share afidi na akrakra abufra no amu atu yeli bi wo ha Doma Doma municipal ena yibi eti yakobasa dise Doma municipal okona yemma dise oto asuko brekum okobrekum na yemma dise okosuna na eyade a eha se be kafrache ifie ni bi na se yebente abofra no nkonsi bonti dise okoko di Doma be busume mienu busume miensa na yenya bi wo ya akebegwa
na Yero Daniel ne kasa no echi no na wonum etonsa e de fremensin crash ya wono e won potem wo wonimonyam for Steven Azoba awuni se womra no ofre nimonyam emeta adwumadie na chi na so no dwumadie bi ya wo kire se na wokodi no baabi nti no wantimi anko na ntifu ni ho a apegyafo e wo ho nti no Doma West District Coordinating Director mekire panyipa ya wono eye entotoye e wo mensin ni mu Mame Esther Abache wono so ene kogina mu e de ma DC yensam wono so koye wodi tu dwane sei ena na sitie.
Fortunately, Doma West District is one of the food baskets of this country. I've seen a lot of food stuff being loaded out. I've seen a lot of things that can improve nutrition. That is not even where I'm coming from, back north. I'm also learning the food systems that are being practiced here. One thing I know is urbanization is catching up with us, but we shouldn't lose focus of the olden days food system that were used to feed that brought more benefits to the body. As my sister said, if you love yourself, you love your family.
Madam Esther wono ene Doma West District Coordinating Director ena yetie no ensemi nyina da yenkra atofo ye wotonkra efri eyampotam wode ma yekwaku mensa abrampa ene boaboa no ayensa eka bi
na se wohwede wo TV so ana Facebook no so na de bodok no so pa se besi akono we ya just hot kinky ne de na make yellow corn de no papa time de kase no so midimafo heba sententi Dr. Tam da so say yare bi ehhye ho no abu akwa agogo fabra no wangogo no ma anapoku asema yira eho na wo yade be yira abra wo de time atoso anwumre wokuta yemu na yedan ye hutia waba yeba pe yede wo kwa amano ne
Midimafo, Pokwase Maira Accra. Midimafo, Pokwase Maira Accra. Midimafo Heba Clinic Aba Accra. And you want here, passengers a gumi kaimui, a Hana do one aircraft. Hey, and this Accra and put away a demo. And ya demo ampa. The said here, a Duchem Atlantic International University, America Memo, about Dr. Dujanfi Babasu, honorary degree as a professor in biology in herbal medicine. It is said here, I am more. Oh, Mr. Minim wife, your copa war. 1 year, 1 city. Need send me 2 months and 8 years. Mr. Connection and Shadam Koye, na Esakakra. To say what Pedro Mama Hodiam Bem. Connection, what about the crow? Stroke on so dear. What found small. Chessa, I did you who any dear Siano. Yari Bia Tatia, ever Dr. Tamdasu and so. Diabetes, hepatitis B, prostate, hypertension, malaria. Yari Bia. Kumasi say, oh, opposite government school. And then Krahanso, OBPM, or Pokuase, Maira Kwanoso. For a doctor, 0244 774 282. And that's 0500-727215. Midimafo Herbal Clinic. Woodimafo Newa.
Yeah! She was saying, get a Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste.
TV Emma Aketuapa
ampa yekowie kase no tew ewo amanone ene asam na etietia ewum se ye Russia de enso Ghana he ya nefa na Russian embassy en womo ede nkrata abase womatete ne ene nam abefo nkrato bia hodo eso efa Russia ni abrantie bia waba Ghana ha be hia maiwa bi na watwitwa womo mfonya teki videos a wochire mu sedodo no ade wode wom achi aka fom na abrantie ni mfonyi ne da ye Facebook page no eso no chese free last week no abefa weekend we die ba bia abefa bia no sankomo we na yedie na embassy no chire mu se wom atete bie ehunu na emom no enkrata ni mu wom anse da ankyere Russian Federation no woman said that ankyire mu se ebia abrante no wo abusua sei adwuma we na woye ne entia wo ba Ghana hanie ana sese ende woman said that ankyire mu won krata ne mu nemum de womo kan ye nyina ene se womo ahunu na womo etu ho anamon emprempre ye kese de Ghana ban kra de ne ho agim eno kra no enipa bi ma ba be kye wo madwen se wan hwe ya na nkwan kosi aga because Ghana ne Russia na nkasa no ye nse da ni bilateral agreement bi a ebema extradition no aye fo ede amaye enso ye de ye watwen ye mu ehwe se bia na mo no a empenifuo tu no ensunsuanso pa bi ebetimi afiri ma because wobi ntimi metena ni krom ema wo mfiri Russia ho ma ha emeye saa ansem hu no nse ntwitwa wo mu videos ni ade amfa nto social media emma saa ne ma no enkoso ewo mayi emu eno so na yegina enwumre yi ensema hodo a yede beso mo se hot bite kase ebo no yede ni nyina esi wote se epoema ntemu fire service for the ababetu dwa se enye se fuel tanker ye kwanya kwanhia wo kanta ho baabi no eno ankasa ahoso na de explosion ni bai na emom enya kwanhia nipa binum ne kɔ ye se wo mo kwa kɔtwefa ngo ni bi eno nam so e ma eja etomu
Saso ena abobeto dwase Ashanti South Region Police Command ya omo ho no wonom ache emaba miensa ya enubone hudwa ena wonom edie ya chi wom so a wonom abribe eye police officers no 50,000 Ghana cedis a ehon semene edru emra enim
na hot bite mu no yeko ene tomakese womo a ekofa ba ene womo e 23 na edi nkomo ene ewie Ira Francis Ahovi wonom so betu yemfo e wo bambom enwumre ensama hodo no ena time heba Mr. Joshua Kenke Pepsodent was do the two ena femidima for heba center e kan ye ho a ye firi so mpafie nkran ye fa ba bia samframa ya Facebook ni YouTube ka ho akenkanfo ne ye triple ma ejape APAM DADAA anwumre mene madehye
Adwoa Asare enafi
Oheneyere mame ekuya yeboa esia mabronya ye sorry so abrede aseda eni kabia edema wo na mango day 3rd service jumedie no watimi ede atoaso abawa kwem